Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
The mission of the ministry is to continue to use science and technology to improve the lives of Lagosians in general and to bring it up to speed as a world-class city-state. The auto-read system, now you cannot just take your registration papers and go and do them, anywhere you go in Lagos, we will search the database extensively, and if there are duplications or if it was registered in another person's name, it will immediately spring up. So that we're using technology to ensure that all registrations of vehicles are genuine. We've also just kicked off our citizens registration program, which essentially is designed to give an accurate figure of exactly how many residents there are in Lagos State. We've also taken a few of our initiatives already to the citizens. If you're someone who deals with land matters generally, you want to search land records, you can come and do that electronically here. We're taking that online as well, so very soon you'll be able to do that online and pay for it online. So gradually we're getting to where we would like to be in terms of using technology to continue to improve service delivery. We midwife them. We've done quite a few successfully. We have a school's registration portal, which is called Last Gems. We also have an information portal for the school, which is called Lagos Schools Online. We've also, in some schools, about 120 thus far, built ICT labs. And we also run a yearly science and technology camp, which is an off-site camp for children. We take them off-site to learn about technology and to encourage them about science as well. Now, all these are geared towards improving the quality of our future leaders, and that is really one of the things that this administration is very, very keen on doing. Education is a huge priority in Lagos State. Yearly, we run a program for teachers in the States. It's on how to use technology as a computer application program, internationally standardized, called IC3. We're also working with a few OEMs, looking at how we can strengthen the partnerships with them to further help us, improve on how our teachers and administrators use technology so that eventually it spills down to the kids. Now, at the same time as well, we're also very mindful of the fact that as good as technology is, it also has its darker side. So we had already started to talk about what we call cyber safety, especially for the kids. put everybody on the same network. The essence is to improve our internal communications, first of all, and allow us to work better as a state. So we'll create our network will be holistic. It will give everybody the ability to work with the same applications, the same workflows. So email will cut across all the civil servants, the applications as well, our ERP, our workflow, our document management will be accessible by all. The registration program will also be, of course, beneficial for public safety because essentially you have a unique ID. You'll be given a unique ID number as obtained in other clients, so we know who you are. Now that eventually that will be used for things and services we also deploy. So one is that you will not be able to say who you're not, and if you do, we can immediately verify. So if anything occurs, we can check, by running through our AFIS, which is the biometric system. One, we're looking at a program to encourage the deeper penetration of broadband within Lagos. That we are looking to do with the private sector driven. We will just obviously be involved, but the whole idea is that it should be available in all nooks and crannies of the state. I mean, one of our policy thrusts is what we call infrastructure renewal. The infrastructure of now and the future are no longer physical, like roads and rail, and buildings. It's now the information superhighway. So we've got to give people access to that, to continue to ensure that the innovation that comes out of Lagos is cutting edge, and it is already cutting edge. So that we're looking at as well. We are also doing a few other programs to also support that as well. We have a vision of a science park, which essentially is a hub for innovation, research. We are also looking at putting up and it's gone pretty far in terms of planning the what we would call our computer city. So where we would want all the tech companies to eventually migrate to. Why are we doing all this? To prepare us for the Lagos of the future, Lagos of our dreams, which is to be the top city in Africa and to want to compete globally with any city worldwide.
Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
Since the introduction of the concept of quality assurance evaluation in the education sector in Lagos State through the state's Ministry of Education, there is no doubt that there has been an improvement in the learning outcome in Lagos schools. This is because the Ministry of Education, in partnership with Global Education Media, have been training school managers in public and private primary and secondary schools on self-evaluation, building capacity of quality assurance evaluators, and to ensure that evaluators comply with the Code of Conduct for inspecting schools. In continuation of this training program, a 2-day seminar was organized with the theme Implementing the New Concept of Education Quality Assurance Evaluation in Lagos State. In his welcome address, the Director, Quality Assurance, Lagos State Ministry of Education, Olufemi Shobaki, disclosed that the policy of quality assurance evaluation has come to stay.
Quality assurance has come to stay in Lagos State. That's why we are inviting the private sector to partner with us. It's a public-private partnership.
Mrs. Sewanu Amosu, who is the Director, Private Education and Special Programs, in a keynote address, stated that both private and public schools in Lagos are going to be quality assured.
If you refuse to be graded or quality assured, they will now shut you down. Because all schools, whether private or public, will be graded. The measurement we are using for private school is the same measure we use for public school.
Thereafter, facilitators present at the seminar took turns to educate the participants on several topics, some of which were an overview of quality assurance, the new concept of evaluation in Lagos schools, global overview of whole school evaluation, school self-evaluation and external evaluation, and the role of school development plan in effective delivery of quality education in schools, to mention but a few.
There is what we refer to as the key issues. These key issues, they are the things you look at before you make your judgment. For an example, your teaching and learning in your school, they are good. Give us evidence. What are the evidence that your school, teaching and learning in your school, they are good? And if there is no evidence, we will not believe it. So it's very, very important that you keep record, you keep evidence, so that you'll be able to say, indeed, with this evidence, we agree.
It's an evaluation which is 3 years. 3 years is considered. And we consider these evaluations in all the 3 domains of learning. We have cognitive, affective, psychomotor. We want to see how well your students or your learners have developed spiritually, morally, socially, culturally, physically, in all, everything, all-round development.